My name is Julie Wang. I'm part of the sales and marketing team at Docuseek. So I want to welcome everyone and thank you so much for taking the time to join today. I also want to quickly thank Sarah and Wills for this amazing opportunity to present our K-12 offering to you today. I'll be presenting an overview of Docuseek so you can have a better understanding of what we do. And I'll also leave time for Q&A and also share my contact details at the end. Okay, so what is Docuseek? Docuseek was created almost 8 years ago when streaming was just emerging in the educational market. It was created by two very long-standing film distributors that you might already know, Bullfrog Films and Icarus Films. They've both been around for almost each 40 plus years. And today the Docuseek collection contains almost 1,700 films and documentaries made up of exclusive, highly curated content from 16 distributors. And there's no overlap on other streaming platforms, so our content is exclusive to Docuseek. We are unique in that we have close relationships with our distribution partners and filmmakers to bring you award-winning and timely content for your classroom. The Docuseek collection is widely used globally in all academic courses from K-12 all the way up through higher education. So this slide, just so you can see, it lists all of our streaming features. I won't go through all of them, but as you can see, Docuseek has the latest features for bringing content to your school. I'll actually expand on a few here that we often get questions on. So our streaming platform is accessed through IP proxy, or it can integrate with any learning management system. We license individual titles all the way up to the entire Docuseek collection, and our terms are 1 year, 3 year, and life of file. We support accessibility requirements such as closed captioning for 99% of the collection. There are easy to access tools such as analytics, searchable transcripts, clip making, and playlists. And if you register on our website, on our public website, docuseek.com, you can preview up to 10 minutes of every title, and there's no obligation. And in addition, we do offer free 30-day trials at your convenience. So here's a sample of some of our new fall releases and our most popular titles you might be familiar with that are included in the Docuseek K-12 streaming collection. Just to point out a couple, we're really excited about a film called We Are the Radical Monarchs, which was recently broadcast on PBS about an alternative to the Scout movement for girls of color. The documentary Day One is about a public school in the US for children refugees. And John Lewis, Get in the Way is a biography about the late civil rights hero. And 63 Boycott is a documentary, was shortlisted for an Academy Award, is about peaceful student-led protests for quality education. And actually right now we are offering as a promotion 63 Boycott for free to K-12 schools only till the end of this month. So I'm happy to set that up for you if you can just shoot me an email, which I'll give you my email at the end of this presentation, but we are offering that for free right now. So there's a lot on this slide, but I will kind of quickly highlight what this is. It's our licensing models. So Docuseek understands the different needs of schools and budgets. So we offer several licensing and payment options with 4 main collections that we have. So collections can be licensed, as I said earlier, for 1 year, 3 year, or life of file. And the great thing about collections is that new titles are added quarterly within the subscription period at no extra cost. So that is definitely to your benefit. So just to jump in, our first and most affordable subscription is the Docuseek K-12 collection, which we specifically curated. And it contains about 225 titles currently of our best-selling and most popular titles for K-12. And just some highlights in terms of subjects in the collection are films on anthropology, social justice, mental health, global studies, history, literature, science, and sustainability, all appropriate for K-12. And the second collection that I'll mention is what we call the Essential Collection. And that collection is made up of 800 of our most popular best-selling and new release titles all across the entire Docuseek catalog. So we make sure that that collection stays at 800 based on the titles that are in most use. And then the third collection that we just announced is what we call Docuseek Select. And this is a 400 title collection, but this collection you can build and curate based on what is most used at your school, whether it's anthropology or sustainability or race and racism, but that collection is something that you can curate on your own based on subjects. And then our fourth and biggest collection is what we call the Docuseek Complete Collection, which includes all 1,700 titles on Docuseek. So those are four main collections. If your school is focused on single titles, single title purchases, you can order on an individual title basis, or we have what's called a token program, which saves you money per title if you can commit to a minimum of 10 titles. So our token program brings down the price per title, and you have up to a year to select your films. A couple other things I'll mention with licensing. So I'm sure a lot of you might have DVDs now that are required for streaming, and we do offer discounts if for what we call DVD upgrades to streaming if the title is on Docuseek. So just to keep that in mind. And finally, you can also license smaller collections. For example, you can purchase just the Bullfrog Films collections or just the sustainability collection. So essentially, we are extremely flexible and want to work with you for whatever your school requires. Now that I've covered how to license our films, I just want to quickly tell you about our marketing program if you subscribe. So we're proud of this because, once you purchase a subscription, we don't go away. We stay with you to make sure our collection is a success at your school. And just to show you, here are some examples of our marketing materials that you can customize and brand for your school. One of the tools we provide is a search widget that can be embedded on your website and LibGuides. We also have over 20 promotional flyers that you can use to showcase the Docuseek collection. And we also provide printed bookmarks and shelf talkers that you can use in your library around school to remind students, teachers that online media collections complement courses and reading materials. So all these materials are sent once you subscribe in a starter kit, both in physical and electronic formats. So I'll leave you with a quote from one of our longtime customers, Chris Lewis from American University. He says, "If you love documentaries, Docuseek is an embarrassment of riches. There is simply no other documentary collection on par with Docuseek." We'd love for you to sign up for our newsletters from our homepage. We only email once a quarter, and it's truly the best way to get updates and news from us. You could also find us on social media. And that's it. I want to thank you so much again for your time today, and we hope to see you on board in the near future. And as I mentioned here in my contact details, I'm available at any time. Feel free to reach out. And now I can turn it back to Sarah for any questions.
Thanks so much, Julie. We have a few minutes. Does anybody have any questions for Julie right now? Okay, I'm just checking the chat. Oh, here's one. Nell is asking how we get actual prices. Nell, that's a great question. Actually, what we will do when we send out the webinar is we ask you to fill out our co-op price quote request form that can gather all the information that we need, and then we pass that on to Julie as soon as we receive it, and she will provide a quote to us, and we'll enter it into your MyWills portal, and you'll receive an email that that quote is waiting. Great question. Anybody? Let's see. Danielle says that some of my teachers have asked about watching 60 Minutes episodes. I don't believe schools can get CBS All Access. Is that something that might be a part of Docuseek, Julie?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the CBS collection or any kind of news programs like CBS. Mainly, we mostly have independent documentaries.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else with questions? Okay, I'm not seeing any. I just want to thank you again, Julie, for taking the time to share with us about Docuseek K-12. We're so excited to have this offering for our K-12 students. I know we've worked with you at the higher ed level for quite a while, and it's exciting to be able to offer this to our K-12 students.